What's up, Digidestins? This is Kyle D, better known as RideMyAvatar, and did you hear the Christmas bells? It's another beautiful day in the Market Watch. So without further ado, it's the Christmas Market Watch. So let's talk about all the goodies that might be on your Christmas list, shall we? So let's talk about all the goodies, right? And again, the affiliate link down below is there if you guys shop and want to support the channel. Go ahead, use it. No big deal if you don't. This is for TCG players only, but hey, if it helps the channel, it helps the channel. But taking a look right now, we're looking at Magna X Antibody sitting at a whopping $45. No surprise here, it's just going to be an expensive bugger, isn't it? Let's take a look on the, excuse me, get the back here. Europe side, 25 to 27 euros. Kind of in the same ballpark if you add up their, conversion rates. They're kind of a lot cheaper than us by like $5, but not too bad. But Magna X just doesn't seem to be seeing as much play over there than it is here. Protoform, another great card. Definitely seeing some downward climbs, which is good to see. Maybe just pop in every few hours just to double check if you can snag these for a little bit less. Again, take some time to get these under 30s. And if you see them for 35s, might be worth just snagging just to have two in your collection. To be honest with you, I think max you just want Protoform at 2, and then you can use the other X Antibody as a give me, especially because you're going to need Protoform for the Gallantmon X Antibody deck, because there is no way you're not playing it in that list. Just something to keep on your radar and make sure you have. Europe side, 35 to 38 euros to 45 euros. Digimon Blanc alternate art already going up, guys. People are starting to buy out the special limited set now that the stores don't have as many copies left, and max rarity pieces, especially because this is a going to be seeing play in the Jesmon deck, and Jesmon max rarity pieces are starting to go crazy. And again, players are going to be buying their max rarity piece. Digimon Blanc was another very cheap card, and now it's going up. So just be ready for her to keep climbing. Europe side, 3 euros, 75 cents, 5 euros, a lot cheaper than us. So hopefully, again, you guys snagged them while they were cheap, and you got your definite playset, Imperial Digimon Paladin Mode Ace Secret Crisis BT17, another great card, but up to 20 bucks it's going, and it's not going to disappear out of the format anytime soon. Europe side, 17 to 21 euros. Yuki alternate art Digimon Liberator ZX07. I've been telling people for months, make sure you get your Yuki copies at the dirt cheap price, and I really hope you guys took a bit advantage of that while it was 13s and 17s. Now she's sitting at 30s, going up to $50. I really hope you got your copies. I would hate that you guys didn't snag it, but you know what, guys, hopefully you guys don't pick these up at 30s. Just wait for it to cool down. I don't know if the deck's going to be that big competitive heavy metal. We'll have to see. Maybe the Evo line might fix up a little bit of its issues and stuff, but a lot of players are on the fence with heavy metal Ace. Europe side, 12s, 13, 17, 20 euros. Then we do have Analog Youth Classic Collection EX01, the heart and soul of a lot of decks actually that need searchability. Analog Youth is just one of those go-to cards. 10 bucks a pop is just where it wants to sit. And again, if you guys have it or need it, I recommend making sure you're getting your copies. Youth at 4 euros, 5 euros. And Digimon Ace Exceed Apocalypse BT17, we're at $14.68, going up to 18s. Then you have 15, 18, 20 euros. Wow. Girls expensive. Waifu tax is just up there. But, also the fact that you do have Yellow Vaccine being a really strong deck with Dominionmon. Gatomon Winter Holiday Event Pack 2024. Beginning Observer BT16. This uncommon is sitting strong at that $12 mark. And I mean, yeah, the holiday stuff is always cool to have, and especially because, again, this will complete your set. Maybe snag this final card you need. Excuse me? How dare you? Looking at 7 to 9 euros, Europe side has plenty of stock. But again, Christmassy theme, right? War Greymon Blast Days BT14 going up as well. Players are starting to snag this card. It's starting to move up to from its $6 marking place. And guys, I told you this before, make sure you get your copies because this thing's going to go up. And it's already proving that. Hopefully with the reprint pack that they're doing, as long as it's not in the main set, and it's just the, like, you get an illustration pack of all these cards, it might be a little bit cheaper this way. So we're looking at $9 a pop, and it's going to keep going up. I would say either you get your copies at the 9s and let this thing ride out, or you just wait for the illustration pack and gamble it that way. If the illustration pack is a full pack and you don't have to worry about anything else, might just be worth just doing that. So again, up to you. 7 euros to 10 euros. Staccatos, max rarity piece staccatos starting to climb. The deck is good. I don't know if it'll be that competitive when we get it in January, because we are missing the big piece of BT19 that really helped the support go, but it's up to $46. Like, this card never rests. It has like no rest for the wicked. It just goes up to the 30s very comfortably and then just gets to like 40s. But I expect it to cool off after a while, just because if Galamon's only good at the local level and it isn't topping like crazy in the bigger events, people will move off of the deck pretty quickly. Europe side 36, 40, 40s, 43 euros. Chaos Dramon X Antibody Alternate Art Special Limited Set LM. Taking a look, $4 to $5 going up on buyout too. Crazy. Why is this one disappearing? Europe side 2 euros, 3 euros. Mastamon Ace Inferno Extension EX06, another card that should be on your radar for those SetCon players. It is going up, and that is because SetCon is playing her almost at a full play set in the list. Just being able to play a level 5 Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel type right from your trash means you're going to get more recoveries out, and Mastamon Ace is just scary to deal with. Europe side 4 euros to 7 euros to 8 euros. Leopardmon Alternator Art versus Royal Knights BT13 going up, guys. Power Rangers, the Green Ranger deck, aka just going up, guys, going crazy. We're going up to $40. Hopefully you guys snagged them when they were cheap. I think I covered this a little bit ago, back earlier in the month, like back in November, and hopefully you guys snagged it while it was 18s. 25 to 30 euros. Then you have Digimon Alternate Art Digital Hazard EX02, a card that is skyrocketing again. You know, this card never rests. You know, we had it at 13s, and then that Galamon X Antibody just blew this thing sky high. Again, this card just does not rest. Europe side, 20 to 25 euros. Fang Long Textured Animal Coliseum EX05. This is another card that you guys should pick up a couple copies of, just in case when they do Ruin Mode Fang Longmon, you're gonna want this. I promise you, you're gonna want to have it, and you'll really thank me if you guys snag it at these low prices at $6. I don't want to see, again, I don't know when Ruin Mode version is gonna come out, but you know, it could end up being like EX 10 or something like that, and then boom, this card's gonna just skyrocket because the EX05 is so far gone. And as long as, you know, it's still playing the same strats and this one doesn't get removed from the deck, this card's just gonna be there. So just something to think about and just don't miss out on. Europe side 13s to 18s. Wow. Go Gamon. Great Legends BTO4. Cards climbing, guys. The Pyramid Mon deck, it definitely plays this at a full play set, so players are picking this up consistently. And if you're looking at the event pack, don't waste your time. Don't waste your breath. You're not going to save any money on that at this point. Europe side, 2 cents, 8 cents. Wow, Europe might be a good time to move this to the Facebook marketplaces and try to just make cash off the marketplaces. Huckmon, Digimon Royal Knights card set, double diamond. This card spiked up like crazy. This thing was dirt cheap earlier on. Now it's up to 25, going up to 30 to basically bought out status. Wow. Europe side, 7 to 8 euros. Digievolution plugin S event pack 4, $40 gone. I talked about this last month when Tomon Loop was kind of being everywhere, and it still is, but this is another thing that you should probably just sell out of it now. I don't think the Loop deck lasts long enough for it to matter here. I think once we get unification, this deck will not last. I'm going to say this right now. Once we get into April, there will be a ban list, and this will probably, that deck will be on that radar of some way, shape, or form, and it'll get hit, and then this card will fall down because there's no reason you won't be spamming looping this anymore. So just something to keep in mind. If you guys have the event pack one, I just say sell it, move it now. Just make sure, just so you can make some profits. Europe side, 18 to 23 euros. Millenniumon alternate art, really special booster 2.0. Really fun deck. I love this deck, and I would just hold off a little bit on this one. This card is just another great looking card at $16 a pop. Europe side, 12s to 14 euros. Volcanic Dramon alternate art Digimon Liberator 607, we're at 20 bucks a pop. I did warn you guys about this a while back ago to make sure you get your copies. Hopefully you guys did. The Hina deck is going to probably be nasty. 5 euros to 7 euros. Then you have Jesmon alternate art versus Royal Knights BT13. We're at $30 to $40 a pop. Wow. 17 to 24 euros. Again, Jesmon's just good card all around, right? Genkumon alternate art versus Royal Knights. So this one is kind of going to be interesting here, right? So the fact of the matter is Genkumon, they just showed off last night the new Bahawkmon. That card basically says you get to play a Genkumon for a reduced cost. For an on play already without paying the cost, you play one Digimon card with Systemon in its name from trash, or one Digimon with Royal Knight traits from its Digievolution cards. From the Digievolution codes or one of your Digimon in the breeding area, this effect cannot play Omnimon or Genkumon. But the fact that you get another Sistermon just means you get to spit out the board a little bit. Even though if you give your opponent 10, a combo could probably lead up to being something very interesting. And what do I mean by this? That you can just lead into doing some crazy shenanigans where you just basically have a good Genkumon on board with blocker, and your Systemon can probably evolve your Bahawkmon without paying. I think Savior Hawk says without paying its cost. So let me double check that real quick for all of you guys to know. Let's see. Yeah, the new Savior Hawk literally says without paying its cost. So at the end of your turn. So if you already do the whole shenanigans and evolve up, you can get into Jesmon to proceed to just make your opponent have a bad day with an alliance. So it means you can suspend Genkumon to deal even more damage. Oh my god, this could get nasty really quick combos. So yeah, I mean, what are we gonna do with this? Because, you know, you may play with Biohawkmon, you get to play a Genkumon or Sistermon with the in its name from your hand with a reduced cost by 2. I mean, this coming in for 11, yeah, it's gonna pass turn more 9 out of 10. But if you can get a certain combo going off, especially because if you can get the Biohawkmon in from the Sistermon at even, if you can just get it for 3 and just go wombo, I think you could just see a lot of threats here. So just something to think about. Just this card's probably going to climb up more because max rarity is max rarity. 12s to 17 euros. Coda event pack 4 next adventure BT07, $25, 26. People bought this out just because X antibody is good. Europe side looking like 5 to 7 euros. Move this onto the Facebook marketplaces. Taiga Alternate Arts is another card that's seeing some movement here. We're up to $18 to $20. Digimon deck is the reason for this card climbing, and no surprise, because again, you know, being able to reduce Digievolution costs and, you know, giving all your Digimon plus 1000 DP, because the way Digimon wants to work, basically wants you to go at it. So basically, the more DP buffs it can get and be bigger than your opponent, most likely they're not doing anything to it. The Europe side looking like 9, 10, 12 euros. Crescimon participations at $9, going up again. Just no surprise, you know, Galaxy deck is still go burr, and it only gets better support. Europe side 3 euros to 5 euros because generic good stuff. Takato Alternate Cross Time BT12, we're at $15, going down. Probably expect this one to go down more. It did get some buy-ins just to get the card up here, but I mean, that's just going to be I think it's a one of, nothing more. Europe side 13 to 17 to 18 euros. Digimon Alternate Blastace BT14, another card you should just watch out for, because if they ever give more Digipolice support, this is the first card that's going to get bought out. I'm going to be straight honest with you, because again, this is just something that's just waiting in the wind. So make sure you get a couple copies, or just wait it out and just wait for your comfortability to pick it up. How rude. Europe side 17 to 22 euros and climbing. Huckmon Event Pack 3 Double Diamond BT06 starting to move as well. People are picking this up. This thing was like $2 a pop. Now look at this thing. This thing's now bought out. It's crazy how quick these things disappear when good support appears. Europe side 5 euros to 8 euros. Yuya here. It's about $5, something you should just keep on your radar just in case, because again, isn't affected by your opponent's options at the end of turn, will lead to being something really good eventually, you know? When one of your Digimon digivolves into a Digimon with Greymon on its name, by spending the Samer, that Digimon gets plus 2000 DP until the end of turn. If digivolving into the same level, that Digimon isn't affected by your opponent's option until the end of opponent's turn. So being able to protect your Digimon is always great. I mean, being able to shut off options, especially if SetCon is live when we get the new Greymon support, this card might be something worth value in your deck. Europe side 6 to 7 euros to 8 euros. God. But all in all, guys, that is the market watch. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Remember, guys, use the affiliate link down below if you guys are buying any singles at this time. But you know what? Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.